Hey guys, it's me Anais. Welcome back to Journal, and for some odd reason I'm back in my room instead of, at my dad's house, which is where I left off. So let's get back to my dad's house because that is kind of interesting. I'm also interested in the fact that John used to come around a lot and he doesn't now, the gardener guy. And the parents are divorced. I wonder if that's gonna come into play somehow. And the music's kind of sinister here. I wonder if it's just because it's a bad apartment. Okay. Woo! I went right by. Okay, flying right by Daddy's house. Hey guy. All right, let's do this. Hi, Dad. Look, I'm facing away from him. Hi, hun. What brings you all the way over here? I don't know. It's your kid, dude. Maybe she just wants to say, hi, Dad. All right. Let's start, left to right. Let's talk about Grandma. Did you realize today is the anniversary of Grandma's death? It is? Sorry, honey. I've had so many other things to worry about. Yeah, seriously, look at me. I live in a dump now. After the divorce, things aren't going so well. Maybe your mother took more than half, okay? Mom wants me to say something at her grave. Of course she does. Your mother was always sentimental like that. I wonder if that's one of the things he's salty about. Okay, so sentimental or dismissive? I don't know. I mean, I think I understand. I don't want to forget Gran. Okay, so... And then Dad's like, all right, she was your grandmother. It's good you care about her. Cool. It's just that I don't know what to say. Can you give me any ideas? Oh my God. How awkward. Well, I guess that's what it's like to be a parent, huh? I'm not really the right person to ask. Things were difficult between her and I. Oh dear. I'm guessing he wants to say something at a grave, and it isn't very nice. So, you guys, I'm sitting here... and I realize that my arms are freezing, so I have to put on my arm warmers for me to continue. I'm just dying. I'm sorry. It's just I can't deal with it anymore. My arms on this glass table. It's just I don't like it. Okay. Let's go on. I remember you used to fight a lot. Mom would get upset about it. All right. I was never good enough for her daughter. It's as simple as that. Oh dear, we have some family issues coming to the fore. Did Grandma say that to you? Oh man, he's giving you just some stuff to say. She didn't have to. It was obvious in the way she talked to me, even the way she looked at me. Well, kind of what do you expect, I guess. I don't know. Whatever. I don't know. I remember when she seemed so nice. When you were little, yes, she softened up for a while, but it didn't take her long for her to go back to her old ways. Oh my gosh, he didn't like Grandma. Well, it's the whole mother-in-law thing, huh? She was like that as far back as I can remember. Your mother told me she never quite got over losing William. It twisted her. Oh, who's William? I wonder if that was grandfather. If she was so horrible, why did we have to keep seeing her? Oh my gosh. Alright, she was family. Look, forget what I said. I should never have gotten into it today, of all days. She was still your grandmother, and however it may have seemed, she loved you. Yeah, that's the tough thing, isn't it? Goodness. Okay. Love, hate, or indifference? I don't know. This character doesn't seem very loving. She seems very detached, and not very empathetic at all. Like, even a little sliver. I'm going to try to make her a better person, and I'm going to go with love. I don't know why, but I do miss her sometimes. Maybe because I still remember when I look forward to seeing her, when she was nicer. Oh, did Grandma get vile at the end? That's how it should be. When we lose people, it's better to remember the good times. Nobody's perfect, but you shouldn't focus on the bad memories.
I talked to Dad about Gran. It reminded me that there was a time I cared about her, a lot. We used to have fun back then.
Good times, good times. Yeah, you know, and people are funny. You know, some things you can look back like, okay, so my grandmother is a pretty good artist, and one of the things that she'd do is she'd get ceramic things for us to paint together, and I say together kind of sarcastically, because one of the funny things that she would do is, like, one time she took me to the art store and she let me buy whatever I wanted. I bought this kind of trinket box with a pony on it to paint, and she took over completely. Like, she did stuff that I totally wouldn't have wanted. Like, she decided the pony had to be white. She painted flowers all up in its mane and tail. I was like, what? I did not like flowers at the time. I wanted to have a really, like, you know, a brown horse with a black mane and tail, just like a workhorse looking horse, I guess. And she wanted it to look like a fairy princess horse. And she did it. She just grabbed it and she did it. And that was considered us spending time together and painting together, which is hilarious because she just did it. And at the time it was really, it pissed me off. I'll just come out and say it. I was a really irritated 9-year-old. I was like, give me back my box. I want to paint it the way I want to paint it. But see, the funny thing is about memory, you can change the way you think about it later. You can realize that is a very hilarious quality in a person. To be so excited by something, they just overtake a 9-year-old and go, no, I'm going to paint flowers on it and deal with it. All right, let's talk about mother, which I'm sure that dad really wants to do considering his current situation. Have you talked to mom much lately? Yeah, of course. We've had to talk a lot. What with everything? What with the divorce lawyers? Oh my gosh, she can't even deal with it. Okay. Oh, and him too. Goodness, you guys. Next thing you're gonna have to invest in is a psychiatrist, apparently, and then nothing. She has nothing to say. Look, I know it's hard not having us be a proper family in the middle of all this. You know, there are a lot of ways to be a proper family. I don't think you should worry about it too much. I thought when you left, it would be only for a little while. You said you needed time apart. Yeah, I meant what I said, but, well, it's been a while. I just don't know if I can go back to being the way things were before. Oftentimes, when people say they want to be away for a while, and then they get a taste of that sweet, sweet freedom, they're like, you know what? Having this crappy apartment is worth it. I like my freedom. Don't expect them to come back. I'm sorry. Is that harsh? I don't know. All right, let's family or independence? I don't know. Independence? Yeah. Oh my. I didn't really want to say it like this, but I guess the game doesn't really let you know what you're picking. I guess I can understand why you might want to get away from her. That's so mean. Don't be like that. Yeah, thank you, Dad. School this child. Your mother loves you. She's doing her best to support you. Yeah, and if your parents are getting divorced, it probably has nothing to do with you. Then why did you leave? You know what? Because sometimes after, like, I'm guessing they've probably been together for like 20 years. Maybe they're just sick of each other's bodies. Let's just put it out there. After I called it. Oh my god, I love me sometimes. After what happened with John, I just couldn't forgive her. I wanted to, but seeing her every day made that more difficult. Okay. All right. So John and Mom had a little affair, it looks like. And I can understand why he would leave, you know, if you're not in an open relationship and somebody cheats, getting that trust back might not, it might be impossible. It just might not even happen ever. You thought it would be easier to forgive her if you didn't see her every day. I thought if you loved someone, you could forgive them for anything. You know, I think that it's wrong to assume that that's like taking advantage of somebody's love, honestly. And I really believe that you can love somebody, and then the best thing for that person that you love is to say screw you and leave them. Absolutely. Like if they do something that goes against, there's a lot of things that you can say okay, and work with and compromise, and then you have to decide what your line in the sand kind of is, where you're gonna say no, that's not okay, and it's never gonna be okay, and you can still love them years later and have that love be valid, but still say screw you, I'm not going to live with you, I'm not gonna see you every day, or forgive you. I think that I don't think that you owe everybody for easy forgiveness. I don't believe that at all. I guess that there you go. I'm not a very forgiving person. I'm definitely somebody that if you do something like that, like something really, really wrong to me, I love you. Maybe, we'll see. But screw you. There's other options, and being alone is better than living with somebody in absolute hatred. I thought so too, but love is a complicated thing. I couldn't do both, so in the end I had to pick one or the other. I've forgiven your mother, but I can't love her anymore. That's interesting. Let's see. Yep. He forgave, but he can't love, and I might love but not forgive. Same thing. Confused or denial? I don't know. You can't, I don't understand what the denial would be. What? You're not allowed to feel the way you feel, Dad? Let's just be confused. How can you say that about Mom? That's horrible. Oh, come on. Well, she, had sex with their friend John, so how horrible is that? There's levels of horribleness. We have to be honest about these things, honey. We'd all have been a lot happier if we'd been honest with ourselves sooner. And there's that too. I think that honesty can really save you from a lot of these pitfalls, including probably affairs, but maybe I'm just idealistic in that way, because I think also honesty can really hurt people. But there you go. I'm a very honest person. I'd rather them be hurt than do that. I don't want to lose you, Dad. Well, then that's kind of on her if she loses him, because it doesn't seem like he's being a jerk about it. Don't be silly. You're not going to lose me. I may not be living with you anymore, but I'm still here. You can still see me whenever you want. See? So if you don't, it's on you, you stupid little girl. But what if you get a new family? Then you won't need us anymore. Okay, so first thing you gotta do, you gotta separate yourself and your mother, because that is two very different objects, especially in his mind right now, based on what has happened. You have nothing to do with that whole situation. I wouldn't do that to you. Parents who break up, they move on, hon. In fact, I've been seeing someone, but it doesn't change how I feel about you. What? You've got a new girlfriend? Oh, heaven forbid. I expected you to be celibate forever, Father. Oh, God. Never, ever, ever would you ever move on. I wouldn't like that at all. I expect you never to move on. Be miserable and celibate. I wouldn't call her my girlfriend, just somebody I've been doing. It's still early days, but her name is Rachel, and we've been spending some time together recently.
I'd always hoped Dad and Mum would fix things and get back together. I was shocked to realise neither of them were even trying.
Well, you know what? Sometimes they did try. They probably tried. They tried for a long time, for years. For however old you are, you little brat. They've been trying, and they're done. It's done. Alright, let's talk about John. What happened with John? Oh my God! I know what happened with John. Please, don't ask me about that. I shouldn't have even mentioned it. It's not any of my business anymore. That's kind of a good way to look at it. You know, when you break up with somebody, and you look back and you're like, wow, that person totally cheated on me with whoever. And if it was somebody's, even if you were friends with that person, you know, that your partner cheated with, it's not any of your business anymore. It isn't. You're done. And if you feel that way, if you can really truly feel that way, you will feel so much better. Because if you think it's your business and you're constantly checking up on them and going on their social media or whatever and looking at their pictures and stewing, you'll just feel terrible. Whatever. It's not your business anymore. Screw them. It is. Does it have something to do with him not visiting anymore? Oh my God. He doesn't. Well, I wouldn't know about that anyway. What your mother does is up to her. What happened? Oh, lordy lord. Ask your mother, not me. I think you'd better off to let the subject. I think you'd be better off to let the subject drop, though. Yeah, get out of that one, Dad.
Dad let slip that John was involved in his breakup with Mum, but he didn't seem to want to tell me why.
Interesting. Okay, let's talk about Rachel. Who's Rachel? We know each other through work. We've just been out for drinks a couple of times. Oh my God, because it's not any of your business. He wanted to make sure that he wanted to keep seeing her. I didn't want to say anything if it wasn't going anywhere. Yeah, is it? Going somewhere? I think it could. Would you be upset about that? No. Be okay. It's okay. I just didn't think you'd move on so soon. I'm sorry. Maybe I should have said something earlier or waited until later to tell you about it. I don't know. I don't even know what to think because it involves me so much. Oh my God. You know, it's not I hope you'll understand eventually. You'd like her if you gave her a chance. I'd love for you to get to know one another, but, well, I know you've got enough to deal with. I need to think about it. I understand. You should talk to your mother. Neither of us can expect her to stay on her own forever either.
I'd never even met this Rachel, and Dad was already dating her. I'm not sure I'm ready for him to be seeing someone new.
Oh God, I'm not sure. How self-centered can you be? It's not your choice. Flat? How are you liking the flat? It's not much to look at, I know. It's only temporary. Will you come back? What? No, he's not coming back home. No. I mean, I'll find a new place. A house with a room for you. Won't that be nice? Most kids don't get 2 houses. Okay, harsh or kind? Let's be kind. She's been kind of a brat in this whole story. Can I choose the color of my room? That's the spirit. Of course you can. I'm gonna head off. Okay, see you later, honey. That was very illuminating. I enjoyed that, of course. So, okay, so is that any way I walk? Alright, whatever. Down I go. I want to go around this paper clip. Ah! Oh well. And now there's Mom. Well, I hope that you've enjoyed this very saucy episode. I'm going to finish my little tea. It's so good and it's still hot. Anyway, I hope that you have tea and remember, you're the best. Goodbye.